Hi, good morning to you all, and my name is Kuldeep Singh, and today we are back with another session. आज जो जिस सेशन पे हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं दैट विल नॉट बी रिलेटेड टू जस्ट सिविल सर्विसेज और मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट एनी गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम, बट दैट इज़ समथिंग विच इज़ रिलेटेड टू एवरी टू आवर लाइफ, टू एवरी वन ऑफ अस, राइट, जो हम लोग अपने डे टू डे में फेस करते हैं, राइट। आपने ये टर्म्स जनरली सुनी होंगी, स्ट्रेस, एंग्जाइटी, फियर, प्रेशर, राइट, सेल्फ डाउट, ऑल दीज थिंग्स। दे जब जनरली मेरे पास स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं, इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, तो दे टॉक अबाउट दीज थिंग्स कि सर हमें जो है सेल्फ डाउट है वेदर वी कैन मेक इट और नॉट, और वेदर हम लोग जो है अपना गोल अचीव कर पाएंगे कि नहीं कर पाएंगे, राइट। उनके दिमाग में जो है प्रेशर है, स्ट्रेस है, फैमिली का प्रेशर, स्ट्रेस, परफॉर्मेंस का स्ट्रेस है। ऑल दीज थिंग्स इवेंचुअली क्रिएट अ नेगेटिव एनवायरनमेंट अराउंड देम, और इस नेगेटिव एनवायरनमेंट से क्या होता है कि दे कुड नॉट परफॉर्म, दे कैन नॉट अचीव देयर ड्रीम्स, दे कैन नॉट स्टार्ट, राइट। जो भी चीज़ वो सोच रहे हैं करने की वो कर नहीं पाते हैं, या जो है उस पर 100% अपना एफर्ट नहीं दे पाते हैं, राइट। दे एक्ट एज फीटर्स इन देयर फीट, राइट। पैर में बेड़ियों की तरह काम करता है, राइट। दे कैन नॉट वर्क, दे कैन नॉट they cannot pursue their dreams, right? So eventually in today's session I would try to give you few tips, few golden rules which I have myself implemented in my life, and I have always advised my students to do that. And I hope that these goals or these golden rules will help you out in fighting the fear, the stress, the pressure inside you, or I hope that by overcoming it you will be able to achieve the goal. जोन सा भी आपने गोल सेट किया हुआ है आप जो है उसको अचीव कर पाएंगे, right? So as far as these golden rules are concerned, the first and the obvious golden rule is to plan, right? Now there is a famous quote saying if failing to plan is planning to fail. Now how very aptly said, right? अगर आप प्लान नहीं करेंगे तो आप जो है आपका फेलियर जो है that will be there, it will be for sure, right? Failure would be for sure, right? अगर आप किसी विनर से बात करेंगे या those who are at the top of the ladder उनसे बात करेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि they plan each and every step, राइट। वो अपना जो है हर स्टेप प्लान करते हैं, दे प्लान इट एवरी डे। उठने के बाद जो है देर प्लानिंग देयर होल डे, राइट। दे प्लान देयर होल वीक, दे प्लान देयर मंथ्स, एंड इवेंचुअली दे प्लान देयर ईयरली गोल्स ऑल्सो, राइट। सो प्लानिंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। यू कैन टेक एग्जाम्पल फ्रॉम योर एवरी डे इन्वायरमेंट। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आप गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की बात करें या गवर्नमेंट्स की बात करें, गवर्नमेंट प्लान करती है, बजट निकालती है, हर साल जो है प्लानिंग करती है। सो प्लानिंग बिकम्स वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट, right? So that is our first step, that is you've got to plan each and every step towards your goal, right? Then second is obviously only planning or only thinking about it would not suffice, or it will not lead you towards goal. उसके लिए जो है you'll have to get up and start working. That means you have to get started, right? So अगर आप स्टार्ट नहीं करोगे आप कहीं नहीं पहुंचने वाले, राइट। मार्क ट्वेन once said, famous philosopher, he once said that the secret of getting ahead is getting started. That means you have to take a start, right? Muhammad Ali once said that it is not the mountains ahead of you that stops you, it is actually the pebble in your shoe, राइट। सो आपको जो है यू हैव टू गेट अप एंड गेट स्टार्टेड। आपको जो है पहला स्टेप लेना होगा, राइट। वंस यू टेक दैट फर्स्ट स्टेप देन यू विल सी, राइट, इवेंचुअली यू विल मूव अहेड। So second point is obviously to get started. Then the third one is that you've got to do an honest assessment of yourself. Try to understand that आपके गोल के आसपास you are the central figure, राइट। आपका गोल जो भी है आप जो हैं उसमें एक सेंट्रल रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, एंड इट इज़ योर actions, your effort that is going to make sure that you achieve your goal or not. एंड आपको जो है आपको एक ऑनेस्ट असेसमेंट करनी होगी अपनी कि दैट वेदर दैट यू आर डूइंग इट राइट और रॉन्ग, राइट। आप जो है अपनी मिस्टेक्स को आपको असेस करना होगा, आपको अपनी फेलियर्स को एक्सेप्ट करना होगा, और आपको जो है उन पे करेक्शंस करनी होंगी, राइट। सो अगर आप ये कर रहे हैं तो आई एम श्योर दैट यू विल रीच योर गोल. इट मे नॉट कम tomorrow, it may not come day after tomorrow, but eventually it will come to you, right? And then the fourth one is that you need to remove the negative feelings, the negative emotions that will come inside you, right? You have to understand that not all days are equal. सारे दिन जो हैं आपके बराबर नहीं होने वाले. Sometimes you will be having the highs, sometimes you will be having the lows. And let me tell you, जो आपके low days होंगे, they will be much more, or they will be more than your days in which you are feeling good, in which you are feeling confident, right? So आप इन low days को किस तरह से minimize कर सकते हैं, किस तरह से आप अपनी negative feelings को reduce कर सकते हैं, उस stress को, उस cynicism को आप किस तरह से remove कर सकते हैं, that is very important. And उसके लिए जो है you have to do these few simple steps or these few simple things. The first of all is you'll always try to be positive. You always have to try to be positive. And how can you be positive? You can be positive by surrounding yourself with positive people. You've always got to surround yourself with positive people. Try to find positivity when nothing goes in your way, right? And do not try to be with negative people or avoid the company of negative people. They will always tend to bring you down. They will always tend to say that you should not pursue this, you should not pursue that. They'll always try to make you go away from your path, and that is what you have to that is what you have to avoid, right? And then the next one is that you've got to stop comparing yourself with others. Try to understand your goal is different and your way to achieve that goal is different. You are a different personality. You should not compare yourself with others. Sometimes some people get success very early in their life, while many people, they get success in much later part of their life. So if you talk to both these kind of people, if you go to them and talk to these people, both of them will talk about effort rather than on what time they have achieved the success, right? So success is more you can say dependent, or it more depends upon the effort that you put rather than the time, right? So you should stop comparing yourself with others, right? Be what you are, right? For example, if you talk about a few personalities, right? Charles Darwin, right? He wrote the theory of origin of species, right? He wrote that at the age of 50, right? Or you can talk of Colonel Sanders, right? That KFC owner, right? He found success at the age of 62, right? So then eventually this in itself tells that you should not compare yourself with others, right? You should always focus on yourself. Then the another point in this I like to add is that you've got to believe in yourself, right? You've got to believe in yourself, right? It is your willpower that is going to take you towards your goal, right? Others will believe in your dream only when you believe in your dream, right? Then another important point comes here is perseverance, right? You've always got you have to be consistent with things, right? The more consistent you are, the better results you're going to achieve, the closer you're going to get towards your goal, right? Perseverance is the key. For example, if you work out, right? अगर आप वर्कआउट करते हैं, right? You want to get fit, you start working out. आप पहले दिन वर्कआउट करके आते हैं, you see in the mirror, right? And you see nothing. आपको कुछ नहीं दिखता है, right? There is no change. If you do it the second day, you come from the gym and you see yourself in the mirror, you would see nothing. But if you fundamentally believe that this is the right course of action and you are persistent about it, आप consistently ये काम बार बार कर रहे हैं, then I am sure that eventually you would reach that shape, or you would reach that goal, or you would reach that dream figure of yours, right? So that applies in almost every aspect of life, right? You've got to have belief in yourself and you have to be consistent with your goals and with your actions, right? And then another important aspect I would like to tell here is that you've got to avoid distractions. Let me tell you, they are everywhere. They will try to sway you from your path, but you've got to realize that why you started at the first place. आपने क्यों start किया था? You've got to realize what is your goal, why you want to achieve that goal, right? And if I talk about the winners, right? Winners they have the tendency to sacrifice everything to achieve their goal, right? And that is what you've got to do. You've got to avoid distractions, and you've got to make sacrifices if you want to achieve greatness, or if you want to achieve your goals. You've got to learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? A 21st century philosopher called as Alvin Toffler, he said that illiterate in the 21st century, an illiterate in the 21st century is not the one who can read and write. He's the person who could not learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? So that tells us the importance of learning, unlearning, and relearning, is that you've got to maintain yourself. Now what do I mean by maintaining yourself, right? See it in this but in this manner, that the body is your troops and the mind is your general, right? So eventually, to win a war, both your general as well as your troops, they've got to be in a healthy state of affairs, right? So to make sure that you achieve your goals, you've got to make sure that your mind and your body are in sync with each other, they are performing optimally, right? And how can you do that? You can make sure that your mind, you can make sure that your body is at healthy state by working out, by doing exercise regularly, right? And for mind, what you can do is, right, you should have at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep, right? If you're having a good sleep, if you're having good exercise, right, I'm sure that your mind and your body will be at an optimal state, and they will help you out in achieving your goals, right? So these were few of the points which I wanted to which I wanted to tell you, which I wanted to discuss, right? And which I feel are very, very important if you want to achieve anything in life, right? Any goal that you have, it doesn't matter what kind of goal that you have. You want to clear civil services, you want to go abroad, or you want to clear that paper, gray GMAT, whatever, right? If you, whatever is your goal, if you follow these simple steps, I'm very sure that you are going to achieve the success in life.